Like, you know what song went through my head? Dun, 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 dun. Hello, angels. Happy Tuesday. How is everybody doing? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel for all my new subscribers. Hope everyone is feeling amazing. I'm feeling
move your body like a snake, ma. Like that.
No, I feel like an angel. Like, I don't know, I'm feeling very Britney Spears. Like, I need a snake. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm really sorry. I just can't stop. I'm just so excited. Why do you ask? Oh, well, it's because I'm doing Vlogmas. I mean, I cannot tell you guys, this is my last video like this specifically for the year. Doesn't mean that I'm never gonna post videos like this again. It just means that with Vlogmas coming up, I'm gonna be incorporating a lot of brand new type of content to my channel that who knows if there's a great response to it. We will introduce that new type of content onto my channel if you guys really like it. But before we get onto the video, you guys should know by now, if you don't know, now you know, that you guys need to smash that like button, okay? Destroy that like button, thank you. Make sure that you share this video if you guys like it with a friend. Make sure that your post notifications are turned on so that you're notified every single time that I post. I would say, yes, I post on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but you're about to see me every day, bro, Jake Paul style. Yeah, honestly, you are, because we're doing Vlogmas. Okay, and also make sure that you're following me on Instagram, which will be over here at Aisha Christina Foster. And now let's get on into the video. So angels, this is going to be the best relationship advice ever, okay? So I was doing some research on relationships and just overall general advice for women and things that I find that are important for us to know as it pertains to being in a relationship. Now, what I found quite interesting upon my research is that I found an article that said something that's really profound. And it says that oftentimes people think that relationships are hard, but it's not the relationships that are difficult, but the people that are involved that make them challenging. So in other words, you can make your relationship better by doing one of the two things, which is either requiring more of yourself or requiring more from your partner. So here are some things that I think are notable based on my research that will make you happy as it pertains to being in a relationship or if you're someone that is seeking a relationship. So number one, always remember to have your own life. You should never abandon your friends or your family, and having independence and an identity of your own is very important because it will prevent things from getting boring and monotonous in a relationship. Number two, you do not chase him. And I know a lot of people may disagree on this, but in my personal opinion, I don't believe in chasing. I believe in attracting. So yes, there are women that may go, this route, but I personally always think it's best for men to do the hunting. And we just attract the ones that we want, and chasing actually can come in all different forms, like calling a bunch of times a day. I'm talking about women chasing guys or initiating contact all the time, which honestly instantly just tells that person that you're more interested than maybe he is. And chasing, I personally believe, can be a turnoff for men, so you have to let him chase you. And honestly, it's not a game, it's biological science. Number three, don't avoid problems because this can transcend as being very passive aggressive or becoming a very dramatic type of person. No one likes conflict, but when you avoid things, that is not the resolution either. So it's important to have a healthy discussion about whatever's bothering you when you are connecting with someone so that you know that you have exhausted all of your options and that you're being forthcoming about your feelings and that there is no stone left unturned. I don't even know what number we're on, but I want you guys to remember that you should demand respect. And this does not mean in a condescending or vindictive or negative way. This actually means that it's important to treat people the way that you want to be treated. So if you want to be treated with respect, respect at all times, then you also have to give respect, okay? By being respectful, you are setting the scene so that you are getting the same type of treatment in return. And sometimes, hey, people still will disrespect you and try it. But even if you do get disrespected, that's not a pass to be disrespectful, you know? And it just honestly means that that person may have a lot of issues that they need to continue to work on. And you still owe it to yourself to walk away with dignity. And always remember that any negative emotion usually comes from a lack of control. And it's so funny. I went out the other night and this guy said this quote to me that I thought was so amazing. And he said, whenever you have to lie, it means that you're not in control. So I don't know. I just think that's a little fun gem to add for you guys to know. Number 5, allegedly. This is a very important one in talking about gender roles. Now, I know back in the day, gender roles were, you know, the man is the breadwinner, the woman stays home with the kids and raises the kids. However, I believe that these are very important conversations to have, especially as they pertain to people's expectations within relationships. These days, a lot of things have changed. I personally am more of a traditional person. So whatever it is that you are, whatever it is that you believe, it's important to discuss it and not assume. Number 6, do not try and change the person that you are with or the person that you're trying to pursue. Why? Because we as women are notorious for trying to change the people that we're with. And if you do not like how that individual is right now without any changes, then maybe you shouldn't be with that person at all, because you cannot change anyone. It doesn't work. Okay, if you're going to live a life based on the what if, or when things are a certain way, or you'll feel a certain way when, it's simply not sustainable or even the reality. Number 7, it's very important that you become the person that you want to attract. So of course, if you don't love and respect yourself, then you're going to attract people who won't love and respect you either, because it really does all start with self-love, as cliche as that sounds. And yes, it may take a while to get to that type of relationship that you may desire, but I do simply think of it as there's always more work to be done. If you are someone that is searching for a relationship and you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm just sick of dating, I'm sick of doing this and doing that, I promise you, if you are not finding that immediately, it means that there's still more work to be done on your end. Now, as you continue to evolve and elevate and become, your higher self, the closer you are to getting everything it is that you desire. Number 8. Don't be afraid to be alone, okay? If necessary. It is okay to be single, okay? Being single is not a forever thing. You don't have to compromise with people, and you can honestly do whatever it is that you want to do and not have someone to answer to. And honestly, this is great. This is freeing because you can get to know yourself better and continue to work on yourself to be a better person. So I do think that this is important in your singleness, that you find joy and happiness before going into a relationship, because you are simply not going to be single forever. Number 9, never tolerate any type of abuse, because abuse comes in all forms. And honestly, and I say this to not be taken lightly, mental and emotional wounds are actually even more difficult to heal. Why? Because they replay in our heads. So never tolerate when someone tries to belittle you, degrade you, or even gaslight you. And number 10, do not be super moody. Ladies, I know we are women, but no one wants to be around someone that's like super moody. It's like a never ending, like emotional roller coaster being around you. I think it's important that we are all kind and loving, because everyone wants and deserves to be around someone that makes them feel peaceful and safe. And I promise that you will achieve so much more when you stop the moodiness and you articulate your wants and desires and your needs without the roller coaster of emotions behind it all of the time. Now, this does not mean to not show emotion. It simply means to regulate those emotions. Let me hold. Bow Wow, do you remember that? Okay, I'm done. Because nobody wants to be around someone that's super moody, let alone honestly, even in a platonic dynamic, because it is exhausting and it also is insufferable. In conclusion, angels, these 10 tips, and it honestly could be 11 tips because I probably numbered them wrong. Number 10, do not be super moody. But these tips I do find to be extremely crucial as it pertains to being in a relationship and also seeking to be in a relationship. Now, seeking to be in a relationship simply means being open and receptive to attracting the right type of dynamic. I don't personally believe that like going out and like searching, you know what I mean, is the best way to go, because sometimes it can send a desperate type of energy, and men can smell that from a mile away, or anyone, to be fair, can smell that from a mile away. So it's important to always incorporate these things, these tips into your daily life. And if you have any suggestions that you guys think are great about dating, let's all talk about it in the comment section down below, okay? This is your last chance. You know why? Because we are doing what? We are starting to film for Vlogmas. This is your last chance, angels, to let me know what dating advice you guys have for each other before the year 2022. Choking, gagging, everything. It is insane. Now, with that being said, do not forget that I love you and God loves you, and I will see you sexy angels for freaking Vlogmas. Mwah.